Okay, well, here's day 3. And to be totally honest, I was already ready to just say screw it and not do it. And then a friend of mine on Facebook held me accountable. He said, "Are you reading your chapter today or what?" And I thought, well, I was going to just say F it, but you know what? Since you said that, I'm going to go do it. So here we are. Chapter 18. Who I Once Was. Remember to honor yourself exactly where you are. That's a good start. Sometimes in life, we hit sudden waves of magic, swept up by undeniable synchronicity where life just seems to flow. We are our most creative selves, a conduit for ideas and divinity to outpour from our beings, spilling into the soil of the world. It's effortless and magical, and then suddenly it goes away. We find ourselves swept up by the waves of our own emotions. I think for a lot of us, when life reaches these inevitable dips and curves, it's easy to look at where we are and where we once were through the demeaning eyes of comparison and criticism. Why did things have to change? Why am I not able to create in the same way I once did? What once came effortlessly and easily is now met with an overwhelming resistance. We try to make sense of the nonsensical in our minds. We blame ourselves for our inability to be the same as what we once were. But in doing so, we deprive ourselves of what could be. I think as humans, we must realize that we are ever changing, like leaves that turn color in the fall and then descend from the trees. We bend and shift like the seasons. We must allow our own leaves to wither away to make room for the new ones to sprout. But when we hold on too tightly to the way things once were, to the idea of what we once assumed to be perfection, we don't even realize that our bodies naturally want to evolve into something greater, to expand beyond what we see possible. All we ever know is what we have previously experienced. We don't realize that an abundance of creation is waiting to ooze from our pores. Don't hold yourself back by keeping yourself limited to what you once could do or who you once were. Allow yourself the gift of expansion, even if you feel like where you're expanding to isn't beneficial. Even if you feel like your expansion is worse than where you once were, you have to gift yourself the opportunity of time, of patience, of growth. Your big ideas are waiting to find you. They are waiting to be birthed by you. But those ideas can only come into existence through play free of restriction. That restriction, comparison to the old self. You have to see yourself and your abilities through the eyes of a child. If you are constantly comparing your art to a previous piece you created, you are restricting yourself from the magic of what could be. Allow your mind to bend and expand. Give yourself the joy of play. Create a space free of judgment, free of rules, and simply be. Always see yourself as an ever-changing, malleable being, new each and every single day. You will never live the same day twice or create the same piece again, and there is beauty in that. The utter acceptance of exactly who you are today. You are made of stardust, a stardust that longs to bend and take many forms, an embodiment of light that cannot be confined to the box you are attempting to keep yourself in. So let yourself burst, let yourself explode like the firework that you are, and let your light consume the world. Nuggets of Divinity, Volume 1 by Jadina. Get it? Read along with me or read along by yourself. But thank you to my friend who held me accountable to do this. I feel good about myself for doing it, so thank you. All right, see you tomorrow.